Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhuda binti Abdullah. My metric number 046244, and today I would like to answer the question of quiz 2, which is explain the concept of non-nationals. In your explanation, include the scope of the international problem afforded by the international law towards this type of person. Okay, first of all, a non-citizen is a person who has not been recognized as having these effective links to the country where he or she is located. There are different groups of non-citizens, including permanent residents, migrants, refugees, asylum seekers, victims of trafficking, foreign students, temporary visitors, other kinds of non-immigrant and stateless persons. So all the diverse sources of international law and emerging international standard protecting the right of non-citizen, especially the relevant provision of International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination and other human rights treaties, the general comments, country conclusion and educations by the Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination and other treaty bodies, the report of the United Nations Commission on Human Rights, thematic procedures on the human rights of migrant and racism, the relevant works of such other global institutions as the International Labour Organization (ILO) and the Office of United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee, and lastly the report of regional institutions such as the Europe Commission Against Racism and Intolerance. So a non-citizen should have a freedom from arbitrary killings, inhuman treatment, slavery, arbitrary arrest, unfair trial, invasion of privacy, refoulement, forced labor, child labor, and violation of humanitarian law. They also have the right to marry, protect as a minor, peaceful association and assembly, equality, freedom of religion and belief, social, cultural, and economic rights, labor rights, for example, as to collective bargaining, workers' compensation, healthy and safe working conditions, and consular protection. While all human beings are entitled to equality in dignity and rights, states may narrowly draw distinctions between citizens and non-citizens with respect to political rights explicitly guaranteed to the citizens and freedom of movement. In addition, individuals who are outside their country of origin, typically because they have been forcibly displaced across international borders, but who may not qualify as refugee under international or regional law, may in certain circumstances also require international protection on a temporary or longer term basis. So these may include, for example, persons who are displaced across an international border in the context of disasters, of the adverse effects of climate change, but who are not refugees. In such a situation, a need for international protection would be reflect the inability of the country of origin to protect their serious harms. In some instances, people who fear serious harms in their country of origin would, in circumstances where international refugee law is not applicable, be protected against return. State may accordingly offer protection, including a leave to remain on a humanitarian basis to persons who owned country is unable, for some period of time, to protect them against serious harm. So, for instance, in the context of natural hazards or public health emergency. Temporary protection or stay arrangement may be particularly suited to providing flexible and speedy responses to international protection need arising because of exceptional and temporary conditions in the country of origin, such as in the context of cross-border disaster displacement. That's all from me. Thank you.